Hello, welcome to 2020 Tasty Treats with GourmetQuilter. I'm Susan Clare, GourmetQuilter, and we're doing a series of 20 different appliques. So this is applique number 2 out of the 20. We're doing some houses. As you can see, house 1 is looking quite lonely up here. This is a picture of all the houses that we will be doing. So we're on to house number 2 this time. And house number 2 is kind of like a little 2 house joined together, or 1 house with a little lean-to. I'm not really sure which one it is. There is a pattern available from GourmetQuilter.com. It's a downloadable pattern. All the shapes are ready for tracing. I'm doing fused raw edge applique. I've started positioning my house here. We've got a house, so I've just underlapped or overlapped the one on the side there just a little bit, so that that's all a nice neat edge. And we need to also make sure that the roof does the same thing. So the roof is coming along on this little lean-to bit here. And we want to just tuck that end up underneath there as well, so that it looks like it's sitting behind. There's a door into this section of the house. And this side of the house has a window, and it also has a roof. So we'll get these on and ironed in place, and then I'm going to do some free motion stitching. But relatively straightforward. These are fairly simple shapes, houses. I think there's nothing complicated about them like this. These have got little flat roofs, I'm guessing, when you just see the little edge of the roof like that. Or flat angled roofs. So there's the little house with its little lean-to. So I'm just going to iron that in place. Let's get that straight. Then I can pop a piece of, I'm going to use some cotton batting behind as my stabiliser, so that it all sits nicely when I stitch it, because I'm free motioning and I don't want it to all scrunch up, as it can do without some form of stabiliser. So I've got the machine all set up. I've got a little open toe free motion foot on. I've dropped my feed teeth, and I am ready to sew. So where will we go? We might come down and do this little lean-to first. So because it's free motion, there's no stitch length. I create that by moving the fabric myself. And you can go as fast or as slow as you like. You don't need to rush it. It's kind of fun. I find this quite relaxing to work like this. So when I come to the door, I'm just going to go across the bottom, and then I'm just going to come up and around the door and along the bottom again. So much fun being able to sew in any direction. Now you could get quite fancy with the doors. They could be little panel doors with some lines on them. And then I can keep coming along here straight onto the next house. And same thing, I can do the door. So I think I'll continue on. It's really all the same sort of stitching at this stage. And I can come back and show you towards the end of it. So I've gone around the doors, the window, and I'm just going to come up the centre here. I've done the roof on the larger side of the house. Now I'm just going to come back down here, and so that I can get onto this smaller roof, and then I can just come along here. And come back up, and we can finish back at the top of this roof then. It all works out so nicely. So we'll give a little press, and then we'll pop it up so the other house isn't feeling quite so lonely in its neighbourhood. So that looks pretty good. It's always nice to have neighbours. And I see that the lights are on, so there must be people home. The windows are looking quite nice and bright. So that was house number 2 in our series of 20, and I will see you again with house number 3.